he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense has the ball first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the second.
They should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. And if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. Third and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So Auburn's offense will have its first possession of the game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. Crosses the 30. He's got away. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Caught in the backfield, it's Henderson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Holstein. Throws for the tight end. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. So the offense. Happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good.
Turning it on! And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Right down the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see Lyman losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Catch in the middle. It's Green. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal. Good timing on the quick out. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Now to see if the defense can make a final stand on fourth and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger.
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bruins moving the chains on the ground, and they've had some great running backs there. Some have flown under the radar a little bit.
Yeah, guys like Jonathan Franklin. And listen, you can always find elite recruits and great playmakers out there in the Golden State.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of 1, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes trouble. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Bruins line up to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Breaks into the open. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Nothing but punts as a result of the first 3 offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. He's going to run it.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He'll keep it himself. And They picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. We saw it on that last play.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll get rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it, so...
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Now on first down from the 30. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Crosses the 45. There he goes. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Looking down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll close in on him after a... turn on the interception. Looking to throw on first down. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses too, throwing it. Got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on second down. Now the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but it just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Makes the grab. It's Simmons. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Back to throw, it's Holstein. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback had the look he wanted. He had his big fella down here in the red zone. That's supposed to be an easy pitch and catch, but his buddy puts it on the floor.
Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Bruins will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and I think he was about a step or so from breaking that one. So here comes the Auburn offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Hold.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Auburn trying to convert on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots and make those big plays.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing. You know, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal block.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the hit. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. It's Green. And he'll be brought down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Grab behind the line. It's Watson. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw anything.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Sends it back in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
To the air, it's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. On the ground, it's Watson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble, the quarterback
turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Simmons. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Simmons. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. After swapping ends in the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tiger! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Bruins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. And they're not on the same page there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Snagged out of the air. Oh, spin move. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Caught behind the line. It's Cox. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. This drive was chugging along, and now it is 3rd and a mile. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, UCLA! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Breaks into the open. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking for space, it's Henderson.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now now the lead is extended a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
They'll run it from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. From the gun. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down from the 38. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that lead movement. To the air on first down. Escapes trouble. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Hit as he throws. And the missed connection on third down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams.